Hello, my friends. So today's date is your birth date, September the 5th. This is a reading for you for this year. This is a four card pull, a general energy card for the year, a challenge you might face this year, an action you can take to stay in balance this year, and an outcome or synopsis card about what is this really all about. Are there any signposts or mile markers that you can say, oh, I'm on the right path? Or I'm not on the right path. So, this is the general energy card for this year, and it is agape. And agape, I love that the word agape comes uh, from the Greek, and it's for this wonder and awe of the mystery and the beauty and the sacredness of life and nature and being. And it's agape, to the English word, it became agape, mouth open in awe of the transcendent beauty and the transcendent beingness of life. The simple things of a child's laughter, the simple things of music that lifts you above your sorrows, the simple things of nature that transport you to a place outside of your own head, outside of your own concerns, and lift you up to taste something more beautiful, more fragile on some levels, but also more connected and succinct and felt if you allow it to be. So agape is also that sense of recognition that we are all brothers and sisters, that we are all sharing this sacred space and sacred journey, that to unite in this sense of agape is to unite with all of our brothers and sisters and recognize that we're all on this mission of evolution, revolution, finding ourselves and finding our worth and finding our cause and finding our connection to spirit. So agape is that very big sense of service to others, service to a bigger paradigm. It's the sense of wonder and awe of what is presented to us. It's the sense of communion on a level that's outside of just our minds, outside of just our normal frame of references, outside of our regular box of containment that we put ourselves in and hold ourselves in. And sometimes because other people are holding us there and we're afraid to break free, sometimes because we are putting ourselves there and we're afraid to try something new. So that's all about what agape is and what does that mean for you this year. Well, I think you're going to face more times where you get to see the majesty of spirit. You get to see the refreshment of soul. You get to touch something wider than just yourself this year. Maybe it's a sense of joining with others in some kind of major healing movement. Maybe it's a sense of just joining with others in some kind of song that lifts you and others above the mundane. Maybe it's just a sense of choosing what you want to serve, choosing what sacredness you want to serve. What are you really worshiping as your sense of creator, as your sense of God, as your sense of goddess, as your sense of all that is, as your sense of purpose and goal in the sacred goal in this life. So agape is that sense of what are you doing with your spiritual push? What are you doing with your spiritual mission? What are you really devoting yourself to? So pardon me, this is the challenge for September 5th, people. It is the Fool. So, the Fool is that spontaneous part of ourselves. It's that. Uh, it's that awe part of ourselves. The Fool is the awe that is totally taken by the wonder and the majesty and the freshness of life and the willingness to jump into what life shows them. The Fool is ready to jump off their little bag, jump off the cliff with their bag on their shoulder and their dog at their heels, trying to pull them back from any kind of danger. But the Fool doesn't have a sense of danger, or doesn't have a sense of fear. The Fool jumps in with a sense of total trust. So what is your challenge? To jump in with a sense of total trust that you're doing something that's important, that you're doing something that's connected to spirit, that you're doing something that's connected to the evolution of all beings. All your brothers and sisters are in this with you. So your challenge is to look like a fool, Your challenge is to look like you're serving something different than other people think you should be serving, or understand what you're serving. So it's the challenge to become authentic, and the challenge to become the wise fool, and the challenge to listen to your intuitions deeply and follow through with them because of some barrier, some kind of containment that I think you put yourself in that says, well, my family won't like me if I do that, or my church won't like me if I think that way, or my business won't like me if I cut the edges of the boxes and slip out in a whole nother way, and open this whole other area that's never been looked at before. They'll think me a fool. They'll think me crazy. They'll think me odd. So it's all of those possibilities of containment that lock you in, and maybe it's your own fear of being worthy of having the sacred come through you. Maybe it's your own fear of looking crazy and looking foolish in some kind of long run, but yet something inside of you is calling to you this year. Something inside is pushing at you, something that is demonstrably different is coming at you. Something sacred and wonderful and awe-inspiring can be yours if you allow yourself to be. But the challenge to the fool is to allow yourself to be that being, that open, that sacred, that dancing of the sacred mysteries of life. So what is the action you can take? Well, it's the dragonfly. And dragonfly is all about, I think, it's the power that we have on the mystery and the magic of our being. It's the power that we have in our imagination. It's the power that we have in our visioning and our creative energies. It's the power to shift, to go through our illusions and our delusions, and to understand that oftentimes our vision are a clearer path for us than just the straight and narrow, the cut and dried, the only evident things that we can see. Because if we don't listen to our intuitions, then we are not fully balanced. We have our analysis and we have our intuition that we need to work through and work with. So the dragonfly says you can be a dragon, you can be a mystical creature, you can remember how to shoot your fire of passion into the world and create something different and magical. If you can dream it, you can be it. But we're so often afraid to be the foolish one who has a weird dream outside of the box, who has another vision outside of the normal, who has a different sense of themselves outside of the everyday. But the dragonfly is calling to you. I think your visions are going to be very strong this year. Your projections, your psychic projections are going to be really clear and clean for you, and you're going to wonder about how you became suddenly so clairvoyant or so open psychically to things. But if you go into this place and listen deeply and meditate deeply and shut your mind off deeply and allow your intuition to percolate up in you, and allow the voices of the universe to come down into you. And if you do this with a sense of service to the divine and the sacred, then you're going to go places, man. You're going to, girl, lady, man, whoever you are, you're going to go places this year if you allow yourself, because it's going to be pushing at you. It's going to be saying you got to recognize the sacred, and you've got to step up into some other kind of authentic beingness for yourself. So you got to trust yourself fully and wholly, and you got to serve yourself in service of the higher good, to find your authenticity and to find your truth and to live your dance and to dream your dreams and to allow yourself to act foolish, quote foolish, in the sense of the wisest fool that there can possibly be, that is fresh and alive and a touch to the magic and touch to the awe of beingness. Then you're going to be the most authentic you can be this year. So allow yourself that dance. Allow yourself that spiritual dance, that dance of joy, that dance of understanding, the dance of beingness that transcends the everyday. So work for the service of yourself, work for the service of others. And in that, will you find the allowance to be the truth that you feel? Will you find the allowance to be the fool that is the wise fool, that is trusting, open, willing, uh, honoring, believing, and steps outside of the boxes of rigidity, colors outside the lines that the paper shows you. So that is the essence of where you go as the final card. The golden child smiling, regardless of what is around them, what is above them, what might be trying to hold them down, what might be trying to keep them at bay. You can't bury your golden child. Your golden child is not ready to be buried. Your golden child has something positive and bright and shiny to share with the world, and you are working your way toward that. Maybe you're not ready to share it with the world yet. Maybe you're not ready to shine as fully as you can. You are protected. You have guidance. You have beings that honor you and hold you and give you a great deal of support that will allow you to grow into yourself and your healing work and what you wish to offer. Maybe you're going to be a powerful speaker. Maybe you're going to be a powerful writer. Maybe you're going to have a powerful network of healing and change and openness. And it's not time yet. This is just the initiatory phases of learning how to trust yourself on those deeper levels and bring about the wise fool in yourself. Ahom Tat Vyasa.